Alright. OBBL. Hedgehog's Skaven versus LukeStewart's Undead. Here it is. Let's see what's going on. So the rats are severely beaten. Knocked down a peg. So we've got some inducements here. A bribe on the practical point side, that must be from the stadium. And a wizard for the rats. Looks like the Undead are stacking in line with guard and strength. Which, with these strength 4 pieces here, and the guard, what's left of the guard, isn't impossible to overcome. But it's a sizable investment, especially with the stand firm. This is the player to kill right now. He could actually tie up all of these players. Oh, he's got Skaven. He could actually chuck a guard, one gutter runner here, and not mark up these other players. But maybe he's planning to just tie them down. Is he taking a 1D Dauntless here? What's going on? Or he could put his guard here and then take the 1D Dauntless. Amazing. Full Mighty Blow hit. Gotta take out that DP though. Problem is that unless this is his blitz, this piece is gonna get smacked. Extra reroll, that'll help. So what's the plan here? Looks like he's set up ready for a quick snap, which is not a dumb move. Alright. Looks like the killer was the priority here, instead of the dirty player. A journeyman scoring bird. Screening pitch. Dauntless gets the power. Removal would be huge. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Who dares wins. So I wouldn't be surprised if the guard gets slipped in here and the Mighty Blow comes in and takes a crack at this Stormbowman. He doesn't get a good foul, but he still gets a shot at removing this key player. They could just slowly tear through his team. Oh, going to pass farm? We get that development in. Yeah, it's a good spot. Better than here, because as I said, this is probably getting hit. Skitter. Does Luke take the bait? It would mean, actually, he could come into here. And yeah, obviously the plan always was to just sacrifice this rat. You make it a 3-die if you're going to take that hit. Three zombies on the bench. And the one turner on the bench for Hedgie. No, it looks like he's going to go for the strength 4. Nothing so wild as to attack the Claw Mighty Blow. Even I wouldn't have taken that chance. It's tempting, but the potential for loss is pretty bad. Doesn't get the foul. Didn't do the angle right. If he could have actually knocked him over here and then got a 2 assist foul. So yeah. Boom. Oh, he's not tying up that mummy anymore. He's gonna put his guard in. He's going for the mummy. Brutal, brutal attack. He'll even, I bet, if he'll sink a reroll into it if he needs it as well. He's got the Hedgie as well, so he can dodge off if he needs. He's essentially willing to sacrifice his guard runner just to try and remove this piece. I hope he's not planning to cage in there. No, okay. He's just building a heavy defensive wall there. Yeah. He does, he may lose these other rats in the backfield too. Dauntless fail? Don't reroll the Dauntless. Reroll the red die. Good boy. Could just be a stun. Could be nothing. Luke losing his mind here. Here we go. He's fine. So that means that there's, again, potential hit on the killer. He needs to move. Come on, Hedgie, move your killer. Don't leave him there. Wow, alright. Gonna give him some support. Nope. And he's left his rats to get hit in the backfield. Well, at least the dirty player is on the other side of the pitch. It's gonna take this red die. Oh, I need a snack. I'll be right back. Whoa! Who got stunned? Ah, yes, rats in the backfield. So we've had one removal, and he's dead. Just a push. Rerolls into a push. Giving up a free hit. This is interesting because he's just given Hedgie a hit on one of his ghouls. Here's an interesting play. Put the guard into here. Blitz this way. He gets a chain push. And a follow-up hit with the Stormbowman. You can just bring the ball back. A stab? What was that, Hedgie? That is not the time to stab. You have... I guess you don't have tackle. I didn't notice that. That's a bummer. But still, you did have a chain push. A cheeky play. Gets the 2D, finds a stun. We've yet to see any fouls. Also, Skidder is now based. This is a bribe stadium. Spacing on this means that he can actually get a lot of use out of his guard. I bet he's going to hit this piece. Slip guard in here. Add an assist. Come in for the hit. Ghoul hits Skidder. Zombie gets hit on Lime Rat. Alternatively, he knocks down this rat and he blitzes the killer with the mummy. Nope. He's going after strength 4. Cheese Pizzle. Another push. He's already blown a reroll and a push, and only got a push. So, tackle on the ball. can blitz the guard white with a GFI from the Claw Mighty Blow. If ever there was a rat coach who did not care about his rats, it would be Hedgie. Interesting. What is Hedgie thinking? Where is the blitz? Surely he's not looking to double GFI blitz the strength 4. Although, if he did, it's a huge piece to remove. Oh, wow. Yeah. Single GFI. Oh, he's going for the vote. Rerolls the Dauntless this time. Gets the power. Stuns him. So where does he dodge? Will he roll a 1? Very aggressive. There may be rats on the chopping block. We still have this ghoul out on the wing who can swing around. Are we dodging through? It's got tackle. You do not dodge through that. Just come back. Come all the way back if you want. A lot of I was gonna say a lot of safe options, but there's really not. You're still blitzable. It's pass farming. What? What? You just ended your turn in range of the ghoul. It's a 2-die. He's got the reroll. And he can collect it. We've also got a zombie at the back here. Alright, he's bringing in a tackle. If he can knock the Storm Vermin down. That's actually, yeah. This is a retrieval. No, he's going to blitz with this. He could have brought Tackle Wrestle in. Should have brought Tackle Wrestle in. Nope, doesn't need it. Also, if he dodged through the gap. Actually, he couldn't dodge through the gap. Oh. Rolls a 6 on the catch. Now, this is exactly the kind of Russian bullshit you expect out of Hedgie. It's like he knew that that's what would happen. Wrestle. Things go crazy. Now, what's nice about Hedgie's insanity is that he's just completely messed up the line. So he's got the hit here for free. Gets the POW. Doesn't follow. And gets an armor break. So who's he blitz with the Storm Vermin? This guy, the DP. And then he picks up on the gutter and just runs off up the pitch. It's not safe though. He's probably going to stand this guy up. They've been the two teams have been so over each other that they have neither has been able to find a foul. I'm not even sure they remember at this point that there are fouls. Could be huge. There we go. Luke's now without his best foul piece. Regen fail. Slowed down momentarily by 1. You just skitter dodge. I don't know where you put him because you've got a lot of guys to cover. But the tackle, the wrestle tackle, this is the main piece. Put Skitty here. No, the rackle. The rackle. Who cares about block strength? Oh, I see. Now he doesn't even have to clear him. Well, for Hedgie, he's fortunate he's got both of his rats on the wing here uncovered. So the Rackle can sack the ball. It may even be able to pick up the ball. But then he's going to have rats crawling all over him. He wants to... Well, he's not collecting it now. Also, terrible way. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got to take a GFI. He's got to dodge and GFI. He'll mark the ball. He'll bring this guy back. 2, 7. Could GFI him to screen. It's not. GFI. And he gets it. Now it's trouble. Especially since he's got the guard right here. I bet we see a stab. We just had a duel out here. Zombie v rat. Rat got stunned. Rolled the skull power. Comes the stab blitz. Now this is the time that you stab blitz. This is a great stab. He's strength 4. He's got the guard screening from the storm vermin. He's got a good shot because it's armor 7. Sadly, he's 1 short. 2 short. He needed the 8. Good break armor. Now he has to choose what to do with his gutter runner. Does he stand him up? Does he dodge him off? Reposition him? He's probably just going to stand him. Finds another dub scowl. I mean, you could have stood up. You could have dodged the gutter runner first. A built-in, although that would have moved him. Or what? That would have. Yeah, that would have. He would have failed to dodge 1 into a 1. We may see a foul. Maybe. Plus potentially. So, chances are he just blitzes Skidder and just dodges off the... Well, dodge out this way. He's got the pieces here to support him. Not over yet, though. Not by a long shot. Push on Skidder. Doesn't follow. That's surprising. So he's figuring out how to keep the ball safe. And he's going to use an eye cage. Sorta. Nope. Oh! The lightning bolt, I forgot about that. Oh, so now we can pick it up. These both have tackle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can pass it to Skidder. He stand this guy up. Hit this one. He's got no more rerolls too, just to make things extra exciting. Alright, he's decided. Has he figured out his blitz? He's gonna take the dice. I mean, you're gonna stand these rats up or what? What is the plan here? 4, 5? Okay, he's not going for the score yet. Oh my gosh! He's like tackle pieces. He still hasn't blitzed. He's gonna 1D? Pick up the ball at first if you're gonna 1D. Good boy. Now what, though? What? Oh, I see. So this is Hedgie's drive, let's remember, and he's used the wizard on his own drive. Got it down. Stewart's blitz. Guess who's getting blitzed? By Rackle. And then... wait, movement 7? Three GFIs away. Oh, interesting. Okay. He's just covering the ball. I don't know about leaving the ball on the ground. Oh, earthquake. Yeah, that risky dodge blitz cost him a lot here. Probably cost him a touchdown. 1D finds a stun. Yeah. So the play is to go for a scatter. Dodge the edgy. Blitz in, hit, scatter. Hope for a good scatter and then retrieval with skitter. Pass off to this guy. But he's just given up his... He looks like he's going to blitz the white. With a dodge from his Storm Vermin. I'm also surprised that Luke didn't go for the touchdown himself, especially since he has the rerolls. Another one. What? Why did you dodge through the tackle zone, Hedgie? You need to dodge out. You would have got it. It was a 2+. I don't understand. I just do not understand. He gets another mighty blow hit on a line rat. And a foul as well. Tackle on the gutter. Finds a pow. No effect. Lucky him. Mummy takes 2 die. Hits a pow, mighty blow. Lucky still alive. And probably just foul skitter. Could foul the claw mighty blow, but you only get 2 assists. Can take this hit out here as well. Ah, he's going for the guard line rat. A guard gutter runner, sorry. 3 assists. No pass farm. And he'll take a 1D with the Schizophrenia KO'd. Might come back. There we go. Alright, still one mummy down. 2 KOs haven't returned. The strength 4 lineman, or line rat. And the move guard, gutter runner. So it's an 8v11. 0 all. And I'd say these rats are about to get smashed. Extra reroll for the pawns. If Lima's game is live, he ain't streaming it right now. Two Rackle screening the ball. First stun. Free hit on the one turner. Hedgie, what are you doing leaving your one turn exposed? Just hide him in the back of the pitch. He can draw the game for you at no effort. He just has to stay alive. Right, 2D. Finds a skull power. Underdeveloped lime rats. Can't do anything. 3 die coming up from the mummy. Mighty blow. Could be the death of this journey rat. As is often the case with journey rats. Just a stun. So 2 out of 4 hits. Met with a arm break. He's building a double screen. And he's carrying on the strength 4, so He's pretty secure. Got the Edgy Dauntless, but no... Well... He might base... Knowing... Yeah, he's going for the mummy. No, he's not. He's going for the... tackle white. Thought he might go for the mummy again. Maybe he's feeling a little light on players. Gets pow. No break. And he exposes his player. Putting the bribe to use. Gotta run afoul. Even worse roll on the armor. Love it. He just stands up and doesn't bother moving anything else. The GFI to take another shot at the one turn with tackle mighty blow. But he could just as easily put Skidder. Gonna foul the journey rat? Smacks the vermin. Stuns them. Another foul, knocks him down. So this makes the next turn pretty rubbish. And the stun. Another dead rat. But of course it is a journey rat, and they just have a thing about dying. That's what they do. But that could have easily been positional. So strength 4 gets a free... No, not a free crack. Oh, we're going for a stab. Breaks armor finally. And kills him. Here we go. Skidder takes revenge. Back to pack death. Stunned. So 2 on the injury. Let's run the one turner away. As long as you have the one turner, nothing else matters. That's in blitzing range. It's not running them away. You put them over here. Like, if I'm Luca, not Luca, sorry, if I'm LukeStewart, so many Lukes, I'm blitzing this, I'm taking 2 GFIs if I have to foul them, and I still have enough players to safely secure the ball. You know, Skitter's gonna be stabbing this guy. It's done. In fact, he could have potentially hit this way up to here, so the foul wasn't a GFI. But you take the GFI, like, what do you, who cares? Even if you fell over, it doesn't matter. So it gets a 2 die in the gutter, gets a POW. And another stun. So he's going to take this hit first. Surely. And then he's going to take a crack at this mummy again. Follows that. Oh, he didn't follow. Okay. Right, fourth time's a charm. It's his 3rd time on this mummy. Oh, it gets a KO. It's nice. It's something. Can't stop the... We're gonna go Skitter. You're gonna face him? No. So he's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 undead on the pitch. He just makes a new cage. He blitzes the 1-turner again. He'll use Mighty Blow this time. Slowly shambles up the pitch. Another POW. Rusty turd. Busy turd. Could have echoed that. We may need him. Doesn't have a babe. Guess he just attacks a zombie. We'll go for a stab again? Oh wow, we are. Oh, brutal. Stab bell. And he's based with tackle. Oh. We're feeling pressured now. It's base all man's time. Well, not quite. So he can just move his cage to the side one. Ooh. He's not even going to move the cage to the side, he's just going to keep it where it is. Could have kept him based actually, instead of pushing him. Oh, goes for the dodge. No reason not to. Whoa! Oh, he's regen though. I think. Yeah. What a dodge. What a dodge. I bet he blitzes this guy with the strength 4. And then prays. He'll follow up. If you blitz him in this way, put strength 4 in here, and you could bring around the other guy. Oh, that's not what he was looking for. Oh, another removal. Another regen. Ah, come on. Does mean he has to bring in 2 assists. Ties up a wrestle, or rather gives away another free hit. So he takes his first hit, sees how it goes. He could actually put this guy here, blitz with the strength 3, or he can just take a hit with the ball with 1 assist. Yeah. Nope, playing it safe. Not as safe as I thought. Rerolls the wrestle, he still has the ball hit to go. Unless he fancies the dodge. Feels like Hedgie has a thing about feeding pieces to remove. Gets the power. I feel like someone needs to give Hedgie some orcs to play with, or Nurgle. Like, it's a thing, some team where he can just put things against things. He likes to rub things against other things. Gets a power on the white. Blockless. Okay. Now what? Who does he base this rat with? Two turns left. Luke can run it in whenever he wants, essentially. Just put him up here. He's gonna hit the strength 4. Does he take the follow-up? No. Yeah, new cage. I mean, you have a Claw Mighty Blow for a reason. Why haven't you been using him to hit these guys? Instead of like a blockless blitz with a lineman, and then you just mark the piece that you hit. It's like giving up. Seems like. It all comes down to, does he have enough pieces return? Including the one-turner. Because he could still draw this. Or is he... You can still... Oh, no, you can't. I was say he could cage dive, but... Well, it's a red die. No matter what, it's a red die. Also, his gutter runner's already been used. I think if it were a good scatter, he could put a run in and stolen it. You can't screen the pitch from a movement 8 piece with 2 pieces, a 7. He's just go around. So the G5 was not necessary. But I was gonna say, what is he doing? Why did he move the zombie? Well played, Luke. Well played. KO returns. Skidder, not the one-turner. He should have power echoed that one-turner. He even has the rerolls. Look at this cheeky. He's got enough tackle to block every single point. Every path has a tackle on it. Now he's got to do like chain pushes with Skidder. Or not even Skidder, he's rookie. Skidder's for the ball. Yeah, just do it out on the side here. Put Gutter in here. Here's your blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Push him to here. Then you push, fill this gap. So you need 2 here. Nah, he's not going for it. He doesn't have enough. Looking for a riot. Six pieces. Extra reroll. Maybe if you had him here, then you could hit down. He goes to there. So 1, 2, 3 here. The blitzer. And then one more here. He could have done it, I think. Blitzes up, pushes in. First push. You have one here. He comes back into... oh, here, I should say. Comes back into here. Because then you got your second push. No, that's not enough. I don't know. Short a couple. Or short the one turner. The one turner could have done it. He's gonna go for the stab. On the strength 4. Cheeky. Oh, got a 5. That could have been amazing. Another 2 from the edgy 4. This piece is edgy moves, edgy checks would be terrible. Alright, good game fellas, well done. Luke, Hedgie. Oh, got the foul. I'll be keen to see what team you pick for next season, Hedgie. Your rat plays are off the wall, but yeah. I'd hate to see what you did with Bash, guys. Stormhammer gets MVP. 49 blocks for the practical pawns. 2 kills, 2 injuries. Block dice, pretty even spread. Armor 52%, injuries 45, regen 50. You did alright, dodge. Hedgehog. Armor also 50%. I'm amazed they had anyone left on the pitch. Failed 3 stabs, 20%.